Julie is well known in the western suburbs, but a number of people here may not know you. So just give a bit of background to yourself, and you've won council, Subiaco Council at some point. You had a win at the SAT, but just give us a bit of background to yourself.
Yes, thank you very much, Ian. Thank you everyone that's here tonight. It's a pleasure to be here and to discuss some of our urgent matters which really need to be brought to the government's attention, and they really need to be election issues, because we have an election coming up on the 13th of March. So this is a great opportunity for all of us to share our ideas and make planning an issue for the next election. So my name, of course, is Julie Matheson. I joined Subiaco Council in 2011. The Liberal Party introduced the Development Assessment Panel in 2011. I formed and helped form, with others that are here tonight, the Scrap the DAP campaign, because the Development Assessment Panel was being used to override our duly elected councils and approve anything they liked in our areas. I then formed, with the help of former Mayor Ron Norris, the Western Australia Party to run candidates on local government and planning in Western Australia. And then I've done a number of things. I've been on the Development Assessment Panel myself, and then I had my own experience with a SAT appeal, and I'm sure Ian's got some questions about that.
Yeah, I was just going to ask you, so just give us the backstory to that, because like a lot of us just skim the paper and they see things and just sort of like skim over it. So give us the backstory. How did you, what was the first thing that happened that led to the SAT appeal? And then what did the SAT say, and what was the outcome of that appeal?
Yeah, thanks, Ian. So the State Administrative Tribunal is sometimes can be your friend and sometimes can be the developer's friend. But in my case, the State Administrative Tribunal was my friend. I was at a council meeting in 2018, and my CEO said to me that we have to close this meeting to the public and you have to make the decision in private. It was a planning decision. And I know my planning law reasonably well from my experience, and I said that that was the incorrect reason for going behind closed doors. And unfortunately, Subiaco Council had a voting block at the time, and the voting block voted in favour to go behind closed doors, so I left the meeting. Not long after that, I received a complaint against me for leaving the meeting, and also for writing about the meeting in the Post newspapers. And the Post newspaper is the friend of the Western suburbs. We love the Post newspaper. Let's give a big round of applause for the Post newspaper. So, unbeknownst to me, the administration went and changed the minutes of our meeting to give a different legal reason as to why they closed the meeting to the public. It's actually against the law.
How can they do that?
It's against the law. You cannot amend state records. Minutes of council meetings cannot be amended without a motion from council. So I went through a complaint against me, and the Department of Local Government found in favour of the complainant, which was one of my fellow councillors. I initially agreed, okay, well, perhaps I could have done something better about it. Perhaps I could have remonstrated much harder with the CEO. But the thing that they made me do was that I had to write an apology, either in a paper or make an apology to my council, because I used my position. They claim I used my position to get an advantage. So I wasn't going to have any of that. So I lodged an appeal with the State Administrative Tribunal. The appeal was quite onerous. It took a lot of my time and money and resources, and I won my appeal. Thank you. Not only did I win my appeal, but the members said, not only have we found that you did nothing wrong, Councillor Matheson, or former Councillor Matheson, I was at the time. I had to step down from council because the CEO made all the documents confidential. And when you are a councillor, you cannot speak about confidential documents. So I had to step down from council to do that. But they found not only that I had done nothing wrong, they wanted to know why the council made the decision that they did, and that they found that the council had made the wrong decision and wanted an explanation about why the voting bloc voted the way they did. So local government, I feel, is losing its power. There's an erosion of power. First of all, a responsible authority report goes direct to the Development Assessment Panel without the council's imprimatur. That is against, in my opinion, the Local Government Act. The council is responsible for the performance and functions of the council, and also it's responsible to run the council. So that's the first place where the government is taking power from local government. The next part is Regulation 9. And we have the pleasure...
Sorry, what's
Yes.
Regulation 9, please?
Yes, Regulation 9, I believe the changes were made to stop the fantastic work of Mayor Kerry Shannon, who you're going to hear from soon. I believe Regulation 9 has been changed to stop councils investigating fraud, investigating the abuse of power, to make its own independent review of whether planners are making good decisions. Regulation 9 is very powerful for councils, and the government have changed it. But the Honourable Charles Smith of the West Australia Party has got a disallowance motion before Parliament to change it back, so that great mayors like Mayor Kerry Shannon can run their councils effectively and do the work which we want them all to do.
On that one, Julie, so that's before Parliament coming up soon.
Yes.
What can we do to help with that campaign to get that changed through?
Yes, good question. Thank you, Ian. We need the support of the Liberal Party. So the Western Suburbs is a stronghold of the Liberal Party. We do need the support of the Liberal Party to get this through, and we do need the support of the Greens. So if you are...